Thursday night, and there is a 50% chance of rain moving into the forecast on Friday, so get your umbrella out.
Your WPKY Weather Edge Weather Center forecast is brought to you by Penny Rowell Home Medical.
Fall temperatures have arrived. Don't worry. Bella Marie Boutique has everything you need to stay warm and look fabulous at the same time. Grab up one of their cute and soft cardigans. They have great sweaters, tops, dresses, skirts, jeans and jeggings, jackets, and oh so many t-shirts. And they have accessories too. Beanies, headbands, gloves, and jewelry. Shoes, boots, and booties too. Follow Bella Marie Boutique for pics of the latest fashions and today's special. Bella Marie Boutique, Princeton and Hopkinsville, and of course, shopbellamarie.com.
Black Pipes Grill is excited to continue bringing you the taste of Ireland on our menu. Traditional Irish dishes are available for lunch and dinner, so enjoy your favourites like the Irish burger, bangers and mash, shepherd's pie or beef and Guinness pie. And don't forget fish and chips every Friday night. Enjoy the beer of the week with your meal or one of our specialty cocktails. Black Pipes Grill is downtown's place to relax and enjoy a meal with friends and family. Black Pipes Grill, Main Street, Princeton. Check us out on Facebook.
Lock in your price for the winter by taking advantage of Fortner Gas Company's pre-buy and levelized billing programs. The pre-buy contract allows customers to pre-purchase propane based upon previous year's usage. At a fixed price per gallon, you can prepay for the gallons you would like to purchase for delivery after October 1st. The level billing option allows you to lock in the price of your propane without making payment for the entire pre-purchase at one time. A fixed price per gallon is contracted for delivery after October 1st and divided into 12 monthly payments and deducted from your checking account or credit card. Fortner Gas Company, Princeton, Cadiz, Murray, and Madisonville.
Hi, Caldwell County. I'm Allie Coleman with First Southern National Bank, and I'm ready to service your next loan. Whether you're wanting to build your first home, buy an investment property, or add square footage for your growing family, we can tailor a solution just for you. Stop by my office at 101 West Washington Street in Princeton, or give me a call at 270-365-3545 to apply today. First Southern National Bank, Equal Housing Lender, Federal Registry 409424, NMLS 1002990.
It's 8:11 at 1580 103.3 WPKY worldwide this morning at WPKYonline.com. Thank goodness. We started out, we were around 36 today. It is a blazing, sticky, humid 41 degrees. Bill Misty is here. Rhonda Jewell's here from Caldwell Extension Office. You're still wearing your jacket in the studio.
I'll be wearing my jacket until July.
Are you?
Oh, no.
So are you one of these people, you love you like warm weather, you're not a fan of the...
I don't mind cool weather, but this has gone a little extreme. My body just hasn't got acclimated yet.
Well,
We went from hot to cold, didn't we?
Yeah.
There was no
We didn't have that middle
gradual
ground.
step down. What's your preferred method of heat? Do you have a wood-burning stove or anything, or just regular old heat pump? Or?
Gas.
Yeah. That's the
Natural
way
gas.
to roll.
Gas.
Yeah, that's what I got in my house, and Daddy like it. It's just warmer, I think.
It is.
I've heard that. I've not experienced the difference myself, but I've heard that.
Oh.
Gas heat is warmer.
Oh, my gosh.
I don't understand that concept, but I've heard that.
Yeah.
Okay, it does make a difference. And, of course, I have a little auxiliary gas unit, and I just had a freak-out moment. We had the fire chief, Rhonda, in yesterday, and he's talking about all the stuff you need to do before you, because I got to light a pilot light,
Yeah.
you know, and
Bill's like, do I really need a carbon monoxide detector?
He's just looking at me like, you're an
Yes,
idiot. I'm
why
like,
don't you have
live.
one? Yeah, really, do you want to live another day?
And then did you know smoke detectors get old and you need to replace? You see,
We didn't know
extension
that.
office
We both learned that yesterday.
Oh my gosh! Now, what is it again? What's your department with the Caldwell Extension Office?
I'm actually the 4-H Youth Development Agent.
Oh, 4-H. Oh my gosh! Well, they're just in full swing. We had a great time. I saw some of the 4-H kids in Trigg County during the Country Ham Festival,
Yes.
and I got to give a shout out to them. I know it's not a festival we have here in Prince. We have Black Patch, but those kids work so hard curing those, and Ronnie Drennan gives of his time to those young people. And the 4-Hers are the ones, like for my performers, when they're done on stage, we give them a 4-H country ham, and it's always a country ham that's cured by a 4-H young person. So, and they had their own booth set up, and they were showing their hams, and they had a big ham auction, and there's so many things. 4-H there's so much kids do now at 4-H. It's not.
There is
just one thing.
Well, it's not just cows, sows, and plows, which is, what a lot of people think that 4-H is, because there's leadership opportunities, communication opportunities, especially with the country ham. That's one of the things that they have to do complete the project and to get both of their hams. They have to go to the store. They have to cure their ham. go through all that process, and then they have to go to the state fair. They have to give a speech. It has to be 3 to 5 minute speech on a given topic, and there's a junior topic and a senior topic, and they compete against. This year there were over 750 kids that competed in the country ham contest. So they do that, which it gives them a chance to build those communication skills. And some of these kids are scared to death, and they go in there. There's just 2 judges in the room, and it's not that big of a deal. So it helps break that ice. And there's been this year actually had one young man that was his first year to give a speech. He was 9 years old, went in there, and there was about 75 others competing against him. And he was second in his speech as well as second overall. So they get judged on their speech as well as their ham. Their speech actually counts 60%, and the ham counts 40% of their combined score. So they have a chance to win awards for their for speech as well as for ham, and then they get a combination. So it gives them a greater opportunity to get recognized and to win a plaque or whatever. And then we, in November, will have our area banquet, or have our county banquet, which is kind of like our awards banquet. Then they'll get recognized there also. So in front of their parents and their families.
Very uplifting.
That's what I love about 4-H. The young person thinks they're learning about curing country ham, but they're learning so much more in all that they're learning in that whole process. That's no matter what they do in life, that's going to help them.
And what age groups are we talking about?
Start at 9 and they go to 18. And I had 9. We had 24 that completed the project this year. We went from 9 to 18.
Wow.
Well, yes, 9 to yes, I guess 18. I can't remember if Maddox is 18 or 17.
Yeah, I think we did. Yes.
Yeah, close enough anyway. Senior year. So.
Gotcha. Okay.
So
that is awesome. Well, I know in Caldwell County it's busy time. The kids are I guess you're in full swing with 4-H.
Yes.
What kind of information do we need to get out there? Because there's so much going on. You need some time. I know I see sticky notes.
Yes, these are sticky notes, and I actually see some things. I was gone the second week in October, which was actually National 4-H Week, which it was our national meeting, which was held in Columbus, Ohio, and it was actually a great trip. I was really dreading it. I didn't know anything about Columbus, but it was a beautiful city.
Really?
And it's actually the 15th largest city in the nation. I did not realize that.
I did not know that.
And had some wonderful workshops and speakers, and it was very
well put
refreshing.
together.
And I was very glad and got to explore the Amish country a little bit, and we got to go to COSI, which is their science institute, and it was absolutely amazing. So it was a good time. But now I'm seeing things that I didn't get that done. I didn't get that done.
Well, it's there when you come back. Did you get any good Amish cooking?
Yes, we did.
What was your favorite?
They had some dressing, and it was just a different kind of dressing. Their chicken, actually, fried chicken, it melted in your mouth.
I wonder what they do different.
That just made my mouth water, because now I'm starting to
It was so good.
What are we having for lunch today? I think I need the fried chicken.
It was really good, and they had gravy over the dressing, and I don't even like gravy. I tried it, but it was delicious.
Wow.
So it was a neat experience.
It's good to stick to your ribs.
My bedroom furniture, I think, was from I know it's Amish made, but I think it was from Columbus. I think that's where they ordered it from. I went to Marion to the variety store up there in Marion and ordered it, and I believe that's where they got it from.
Really? And it came from Columbus, Ohio.
It did. It did.
You know what? That'll be an heirloom. I know. No press board on that bad boy.
I know. Unfortunately, my kids don't want it, so once I'm gone, I don't know what will happen to it, but it's beautiful. It's
not saying anything's going to happen to you, but I'm here. If you just need to bequeath
I know who to will my bedroom furniture to.
Misty in the morning mysteriously disappears on WPKY. Bill gets new furniture. Oh my gosh! All right, Rhonda, what's going on?
Well, let's see. We've got our clubs that are getting started. We actually getting started and going. Actually, this week on Monday we had our poultry club, which met for the first time. Now, this is a new club. It's actually poultry, which is chickens and.
So they show roosters or?
Yes, and we also include rabbits in it. Our leader Chelsea Hopper is she's just has a lot of chickens and rabbits. And
do you know a guy named David Firquin?
I do.
I got in a conversation with him, and I'm like, dude, you're making this. This was on the air, the Ag Show on WKDC, and he's like, no. And we had a whole thing about how you show a chicken. And he goes, no, that's a thing. And there are people that judge that. They're experts, and they go all over the country to judge these shows.
Just like pigs, cows, sheep.
But that's a whole thing.
Yes.
And rabbits are considered poultry now.
No, rabbits are not considered poultry.
Okay.
But she has rabbits also. In a lot of the counties, they don't have enough for a chicken club and a rabbit club.
So they just kind of
combine them together.
What exactly, do you know what a rabbit actually is?
I think it's and I don't know how to pronounce it, AVE. Aves. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but I'm not sure what they're called.
I don't know.
We just say rabbits because poultry people kind of know, but kids really don't. So we just say chicken and rabbits club.
That's awesome.
But they met and they meet after school, and we had about six members there and a couple of others, and it was Chelsea actually brought one of her rabbits that she had, and the kids got a chance to, kind of learn about the responsibility and learn about what it is to take care of it, and just they just wanted to hold it and love it. And then also had another young man, Lane Stinson, who is one of my homeschool kids. He brought some chickens, and so he was able to tell.
Awesome.
And so I'm really excited because I think that it's going to be something. There's kids that have rabbits and chickens, and kids that don't. Kids that hopefully are going to learn. Oh, if I'm going to get a rabbit, I'm going to have to do this, this, and this, because there's a lot of responsibility to it, and that's the way with a lot of things. But even if they don't have these things, they can learn about them, and when they get older, maybe they'll decide to have them.
Can I say I love that you include homeschool. I homeschooled my children.
Did you?
And they're both graduated now, but I love that you include them. Okay. It's not just for kids who are in public school in the public school system. I love that homeschool kids get to be included in that.
Well, as a matter of fact, 4-H is just kind of like perfect for homeschool kids because we have a lot of curriculum that they can do on their own. They can do as a group.
Absolutely. We can use as a homeschool parent, which I didn't get mine into 4-H, but had I have, that's an easy way to build a curriculum.
Oh,
you can build a curriculum around 4-H. And so, I just want to say I love that.
Well, thank you. They meet once a month, and we have a small group, but a really good group, and I'm excited to see what's going to happen. I think they're going to grow also. And then we also had a horse club that met last night. This is led by Karen.
Oh, you should join the horse club, Misty. How many horses do you have?
Well, there are 4 at my house.
I thought you only had 2.
2 of them are mine. 2 of them are my daughter's. So,
And who winds up taking care of your daughter's horses?
I make her do it.
Oh, good. Okay.
She chose to move. I said it's fine for your horses to stay here, but that's your responsibility now. Or she can go rent someplace. It's her choice.
Yes.
But anyway.
Well, they also meet once a month. Next time, we did meet on Tuesdays, but we actually are going to start meeting on Thursdays. It was just because our leader is a teacher, and they have parent-teacher conferences Thursdays.
Right.
So that's at the Extension office?
This is at the Extension office. Next meeting is going to be November the 15th. It's open for anyone that is ages 9 through 17. We are also going to have a few clover buds, so if there's a few younger ones, I would say 8. They would be more than welcome to come.
Okay.
I may be a little out of that age range to join that one.
Barely, Misty.
You could be a leader.
Barely.
Just barely. I could be a leader.
Yes. But we have a lot of opportunities for kids that are interested in horse, whether they have a horse or they don't have a horse. And again, it's learning about horses, learning about the responsibility, the care, getting some exposure to some horses. Some kids just are horse lovers.
Yes.
And some kids, they show and, they do all kinds of
And see,
stuff.
I would love to have had that opportunity as a child. I didn't have the opportunity to have a horse. And so I kind of did everything backwards. I got a horse when I was in my 30s, later 30s. And then I started learning about horses.
Yeah.
If I'd had an opportunity to learn, like you said, maybe if you don't have the horse, for the kids that just have that interest, that would be absolutely amazing.
Yes.
Because they would save themselves a lot of time hitting the ground. I'm just saying.
Exactly. They can do it when they're young, and it's a little easier to recover.
Just learn what not to do
was
first.
well put, Rhonda.
Speaking from experience.
Yeah.
Okay. We also have our cooking club. It's going to meet this afternoon. They meet once a month on Wednesdays, and it's led by Joni Phelps, who's our FNAP assistant. She comes in once a month also. You'll have a chance to meet her pretty soon.
Good.
She does an awesome job. It teaches kids about food safety, some fun recipes that they can try at home, and some things that they wouldn't try. I know last week the kids said, I tried kiwi, and I loved it.
And they liked it.
Yeah. So They meet once a month, and that club is full. We have a waiting list, and hopefully we'll have some other cooking opportunities for some of those kids that didn't get a chance to get in.
That's great, because I think that's one important skill for kids to know. You don't just microwave a hot dog.
Right.
You know, you need to actually
Yes, thank
get
you,
some
Misty.
substantial food.
Exactly. And Joni and I also go into the classrooms at the elementary school for the 3rd, 4th, and 5th grade once a month. And we actually go in the end of this month. And Joni teaches a nutrition lesson for about 30 minutes, and I'll do 4-H for about 30 minutes. And it just gives the kids an opportunity to learn about 4-H and the opportunities, as well as also to learn about nutrition and whether they. It's amazing what these kids pick up too. She does an awesome job of just getting those core concepts. Whether they practice them now, because sometimes what they practice at home depends on what their parents are willing to go through. But if they get these thoughts inside their head as a youngster, they'll grow up and thinking, I need to be healthy. I'm hearing this an awful lot. Maybe Miss Joni was right.
Yeah.
So anyway, we'll be doing that at the end of the month. We've also got our Unit 1 sewing that's going to start meeting tomorrow. And we have some Master Clothing volunteers and some other very dedicated volunteers that have taught our sewing program for years.
I wish I knew how to sew, at least like a button. That's one thing I regret not learning.
Well, now that's easy enough to learn. But I had said this comment a few months ago. If I would have learned how to sew, I would have a set career. Because nobody there aren't where I'm from Mayfield. There's one person that does clothing alterations. That's the word. Thank you. Alterations. And she stays busy.
Yeah.
Like I could have been sitting back doing just sewing all day and been busy, but I don't know how to do that. I can definitely do buttons.
Do you find that, Rhonda, not as many people have the knowledge anymore?
And I do, and there's kind of like a misgeneration. Like my daughter is 36 years old, but she never cared anything about sewing. I sewed, so why would she have to learn to sew?
Right,
so it's that generation that doesn't know. Now these younger kids, their kids are wanting to learn how to sew.
Good.
And,
maybe we're bringing it back.
Maybe they just
We need
didn't.
to.
We do. We really do, because it's
I would love to be one of those people that actually made their own clothes.
Yes.
That would be amazing. And the sad part of that is I was actually embarrassed as a child. My mother used to knit. And she would knit my sweaters, but they didn't look anything like what everybody else was wearing. So I was embarrassed to wear those sweaters.
But now you would be,
now I think that wasn't such a bad deal.
Yes, we've actually, there's a young girl in Lyon County who's a 4-H'er who they had a knitting class, and you would not believe I've never seen her garments, but her toboggans and different things and scarves that is amazing. She actually was grand champion this year at the state fair. So,
I was in 4-H for a minute when I was a kid. I don't even remember it. I was so young I don't even remember it. But I remember knitting was that was one of my projects, and I remember knitting pot holders.
Yeah.
But I couldn't tell you how to do that now. But I do remember doing that once.
And some of these skills you learn as a young child, but then when you get into college and you need to hem up something or make a set of curtains for your dorm room, or when you get older and you want to make some pillows or whatever. It's not necessarily, people don't really necessarily make garments like they used to, but they make home accessories, they make bags, they make all kinds of different things. So we've got
when I was in high school, we had I was still in that where you had a home ec class. And so I remember sewing I think it was a bag. I think it was like some sort of little carry-all bag thing that I remember sewing, but that's the extent of it. I can sew hems, I can sew buttons, I can do the basics, but to actually create something that would be amazing.
It is, and that's bringing up that we don't have family consumer science classes anymore at the high school, and I think most schools don't. So
you have to go to 4-H to get those.
Yes, that's one of the, we pick up on those things, but some kids stay as older 4-H'ers. I actually had a girl several years ago, but she was one of my 4-H'ers and one of my active teens. She had never taken sewing, but she said, I want to learn how to sew before I go to college.
Good for her.
And she took it, and to the best of my knowledge, she's still sewing today.
Good for her.
But anyway, that's going to start Thursday. We have a full class. We have 8, and I'm not exactly sure what they're making, but the first unit will start with just having to make a casing, which is like a like an elastic waistband or
okay.
something like that. But I think they've got 2 little projects that they're going to work on. And then
You said casing?
Yes.
yes,
That's what it's called.
just
See, I immediately thought about sausage. 'Cause I guess I'm getting hungry. I'm sorry.
well,
I'm
it's
like,
kind of the same process.
what
You
are they
put an
sewing
elastic
sausage
through it.
casings? Okay, yeah, okay.
No, no.
Basically like the reinforcement
See, you
part.
were on the same wavelength.
I know what you're talking
I'll just be over here being quiet. Go ahead.
Okay, and then this Saturday, I'm going to do a 4-H achievement orientation, and this is going to be at 9 o'clock. And this is for kids that are involved in 4-H. It's part of our achievement program. They can start as a 4th grader, but I really, really, really encourage them to start at middle school if they haven't started as a 4th or 5th grader. But the things that they do in 4-H, they can get credit for. It's kind of like, it's not
School
badges.
credit?
No,
Oh,
no,
okay.
it's credit through the 4-H, through Kentucky 4-H. They can, when they're in the 6th grade, they can apply for their level 1, Clover level 1, and then 7th grade, Clover level 2, 8th grade, Clover level 3. They can also in the 8th grade apply for their bronze level. So when they're junior 4-Hers, they can apply for bronze, senior, and gold. And there are, I guess you could say monetary awards, but it goes towards other 4-H activities that they can receive. If they get their bronze level and gold, they can also apply for their emerald, and the emerald is, there's only 4 in the state. It's very competitive.
Wow.
But we actually have had 1 emerald, and it's a $1,000 scholarship, as well as they get to attend National Congress, which is in Washington. If they, for their bronze, they get a 33% discount for teen conference, which is it's kind of like the big teen week in
4-H
UK.
land.
Well, it's at UK in the summer. And we stay in the dorms, and it's really awesome.
Big deal.
And then for the silver, they get a 66% discount. For the gold, again, there's only 30 in the state for the gold. They get 100% discount, so they don't pay for teen conference. They also get to go to national conference, which is in Atlanta. So it just gives them a lot of other opportunities and
Incentives.
and it helps them see too. Oh, I need to do this. I need to do that, because it's very well rounded. They can also count outside things that they've done. So anyway, if any kid is interested in learning more about it, I want them to come Saturday morning or just call me, and I'll sit down and talk with them and their parents. But it is something that it's a wonderful method of record keeping. These kids, whenever they graduate, they've already got their portfolio. Everything that they've done is already listed. It's already done for them. So
And this, you said come Saturday morning. That's the
Saturday morning
at
at 9
extension
o'clock.
office? Okay.
At 9 o'clock.
And what is the I'm sorry, Bill, or did you want me
No,
to?
you're
okay.
good. You're good.
What is the number that they can
Carry
call
on.
if they just want to ask questions
270-365-2787.
and ask for Rhonda?
Ask for Rhonda. We also have a Facebook page, Caldwell County
All right.
4-H. And
Yeah, we're in the technology age
yes.
now. I forget. We
Yes.
probably don't even need phone numbers anymore. Just send her a message on Facebook.
and then there's also information about it on our website also. So I think the forums and stuff are on there. But it's really good.
And what is the website address? Okay.
I don't know.
Google. That's my best friend.
Just Google Caldwell
4-H.
County 4-H.
But
Right.
do
Or it's probably,
Kentucky.
if they go on the Facebook page, do you have a link to the web address?
There should be there.
Yeah. Okay.
You're talking to somebody that's not in that era.
Okay, I
Just kind of.
Wanda, you're not going to believe this because I look so young. I'm so old. I remember when you used to have to get up and walk to the TV to change the channel.
Oh yeah. Oh, me too. Me too. I remember when the computer room is bigger than this building.
I remember when I took the aluminum foil off my TV dinner and put it on my rabbit ears for better reception.
Oh, that's funny. Yes.
I remember when
that
my
too.
parents used to send me to the TV to change
Yeah,
the channel.
that's why
or
you had
to-
children.
Or to
Yeah.
hold move the antenna
Right there,
a
Billy.
certain way,
No,
right?
Yeah.
I'm like, Dad, my arm's going to. No, we gotta watch.
But
this
I
game.
want to watch it.
Sorry.
And then on Monday, we have our Area Teen Council meeting, which is the Pennyrile Area Teen Council. These are kids from Todd County to Livingston County that get together every other month. It's an opportunity for leadership, and it is open for high schoolers, for 9th through 12th graders, but it's an opportunity for kids just to learn a little bit about what's going on in different counties where they can bring something to their county, and it's a chance to meet new people, make new friends, and again have some leadership and some responsibilities there. So we're excited about that. that is going to be Monday at 6 o'clock. And anybody that is a teen, if you're interested in learning more about 4-H, I would encourage you to come, even if you're not in 4-H now or you're not in the high school club, because we even haven't even had a chance to meet. But I welcome anybody that would like to come.
Do you get a lot of teens that start later that haven't had a 4-H
yes, I do. Not a lot. And now I did when I started, because I was a teacher at the middle school, so I had a whole crew that came.
Gotcha, because you kind of promoted that.
Yeah, because but they're kind of gone. So actually, some of them are 4-H agents today.
Gotcha. Nice.
But anyway. But I do, and I don't have a big group, but I've got a good core group that they go to camp with me, and they serve as team leaders, and they go to teen conference, and there's different things. Some of them livestock judging. It's just a lot of different things. So some of them have a lot of interest, and some of them just have one or two.
Right,
but they also choose leadership, also shooting sports. So
right,
and they have leadership opportunities in those projects also, or those clubs also.
Right.
And then next Wednesday, the high school club will meet during club time, and I believe it's during fourth period. So that's going to be our first meeting for the year. So I'm excited for that, and hopefully we'll see a lot of familiar but new faces also. And then Friday is the middle school club, and we meet during fourth period also. And we also have Stuck in the Middle, which is coming up, and this is going to be the first weekend. No, excuse me. It's going to be November 5th and 6th, and that is actually a Monday and a Tuesday. We don't have school on Tuesday on Election Day, so it's just something fun for middle schoolers to do. It is an overnight at 4-H camp. It's kind of like a mini leadership camp. They're going to have an opportunity to do fun things outside. We're going to have workshops and classes. It is. The cost is $48. The deadline to register is this Friday, and they'll get a T-shirt, and that's for their food. Believe you me, we eat good. But it's just an opportunity to meet some new people and, kind of get to camp. A lot of kids come that have never had a chance to go to camp before, so it's an opportunity for them to go to 4-H camp and kind of see what it's all about.
Nice.
So.
Yeah. I heard something. I'm sorry. Did you have something else? Okay. I heard something. I think it was a story maybe that I read on Facebook. And it was a program through 4-H where the child had raised their own livestock, and I think it might have. Do you do this?
Yes.
So go ahead and tell us about that. So I don't want to finish the story. You tell us where I was going with this for those who don't know.
Okay. Well, we have several people that. We have some goats, but more than that, we have a lot of pigs. A lot of families that raise pigs, and they show their pigs, and they raise them from baby pigs and then piglets,
kids,
and
whatever.
They raise them, take care of them, and then they have an opportunity to show them. They do, and then
to show them. And what's the end of that?
Take it to market, or
yes,
and get money for it.
The story that I read, they took it to. And the kids knew. Yeah. They knew that was the end game. They knew when they started. Yeah. Of course, that doesn't make it any easier on the kids. This one particular story I read that, the little boy cried and cried and cried, but he was trying to be so brave, but, he knew, and he said goodbye. And because I guess they took it to, they have a specific auction for them, correct?
Yes.
And his happened to be one that got, auctioned pretty high.
Yeah.
It was pretty popular one.
Had that boy's father passed away? I'm not sure if that's the same.
I don't remember that part of the story, but but it's a great learning tool for children.
Definitely. Actually, and when they go to the state, when they compete at these little county fairs, they also get a premium, which is just money, awards depending on what level they win at. When they go to the state fair, they have an opportunity. It used to be the Show of Champions. They don't do that anymore. They did something different this year, and I can't remember what it was called, but it was, they're trying to, it was awesome. Okay. But anyway, several years ago, Anna Laurent, who is one of our family, the Laurent family is one of our families that show swine, she sold her pig at the state fair, and I think it was like the reserve grand champion went for $12,500, I think, and she got a good portion of that. I think maybe 70% of that money.
Holy moly!
So
awesome.
that's a lot of money. That's to put toward a college fund.
Right?
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. So there's some pretty good opportunities out there.
That's amazing.
Yeah. But on top of the learning experience they're getting.
Well, I think Bill is giving us the signal that maybe
we'll take
we have another guest.
We'll come back to in a moment. It's 8:37, at WPKY. We're talking with Rhonda Jewell with the Extension Office. Zach Cummins waiting. We'll visit with him with the Sons of the Confederacy. Coming up.
Come on! We see it every day. They cut you off, and they tick you off. It's called road rage. But they're not mad at you. They're mad they overpaid on a used car because they didn't go to Carfax.com. Carfax has a better way. When you search used cars at Carfax.com, you get the most accurate price based on the Carfax report. So you never have to overpay on a used car again. Start your used car search today at Carfax.com.
Liberty Mutual Insurance knows you're focusing on the road right now, so we'll just describe our new billboards to you. They're horizontal rectangles with a yellow background. The headline reads, Liberty Mutual customizes your auto insurance so you only pay for what you need. And while that might sound like a lot of words for a billboard, they all fit perfectly. Overall, it's a pretty great advertisement.
Go to libertymutual.com for a customized quote and you could save.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Coverage is underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company and Affiliates, Equal Housing Insurer.
This is Mallory Hancock Lawrence, and we love our Caldwell and Lyon County friends. We invite you to come to Cadiz anytime you can to shop with us. We're making it even easier for you. Whether you work in Cadiz or just come to town for a visit, stop in and shop with us. But if you're in a hurry, you can pre-order your groceries at Hancock'sNeighborhoodMarket.com. It's so easy and convenient. Of course, we want to see your smiling face anytime we can, but if you're in a hurry, Hancock'sNeighborhoodMarket.com is the way to go. Hancock's Neighborhood Market, Cadiz.
Well, Goosebumps, PG, and First Man, PG